Today, we extend a hearty invitation for you to join us on a whimsical expedition into the perilous terrain of lethal substances that call our planet home. We present to you the top 10 deadliest substances, a countdown that will have you on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting each revelation. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can become an esteemed member of our daring notification squad. Our journey officially commences with number 10, lead, a malefactor that, while not the most sinister, is surprisingly common. Researchers even speculate that the great Beethoven himself may have met his untimely demise due to lead poisoning. The World Health Organization once declared that lead paint alone contributes to nearly 500,000 deaths annually. Even at low levels of exposure, children can suffer irreversible brain damage. At higher levels, lead launches a devastating assault on the central nervous system, leading to coma and death. To illustrate the tragic consequences of lead exposure, consider a heart-wrenching incident from this very year. A heartbroken community in Connecticut mourned the loss of an infant who tragically perished after reportedly chewing on a handmade bracelet, its innocent-looking beads teeming with lead. Now, let us embark on a journey to our next destination, number 9, Japan, a land where death by dangerous dinner is a haunting reality. People have met their untimely end after indulging in the notorious pufferfish known as fugu. This delectable delicacy, prepared exclusively by licensed chefs, carries a deadly secret within the neurotoxin tetrodotoxin. Ingesting this poison can lead to respiratory failure, paralysis, and ultimately death. While one should diligently remove the toxic parts of the fish, mishaps can and do occur. The Tokyo Bureau of Social Welfare and Public Health reported a chilling fatality rate of 6.8% among those who ingested it. With no known antidote, victims face a stark choice: wait for the toxins to dissipate or confront the grim embrace of death. Cardinal reports reveal that between 2006 and 2015, 10 individuals tragically lost their lives after attempting to prepare the deadly fish themselves. In other Asian countries, more grim tales unfolded as unsuspecting individuals fell victim to the pufferfish when it was deceitfully passed off as something less lethal. Thailand bore witness to a horrifying incident, with 15 people losing their lives and scores more hospitalized when unscrupulous vendors sold the fish, disguised as harmless salmon, around 2007. Our journey continues with number 8, arsenic, a sinister poison that may not be deadly in small amounts, but it certainly poses a significant threat. In 2017, alarming reports surfaced, revealing that a staggering 2 million Americans were unwittingly exposed to high levels of arsenic by consuming well water. Arsenic, with its dark and sordid history, has been a menace to humanity for centuries. In the Victorian era, women went to extreme lengths in pursuit of beauty, using arsenic-containing mixtures to achieve a paler complexion. While arsenic poisoning continues to afflict populations in developing countries, it's important to recognize that even a small dose of this seemingly innocuous powder in your drink can prove to be fatally deceptive. This sinister powder was a favored weapon for murderers in the 19th century in England, casting a shadow of fear over the era. Symptoms of arsenic poisoning include violent vomiting and debilitating diarrhea. If you find yourself on the wrong side of arsenic, you'll have a mere 2 hours to 2 days before the curtain falls, and your life succumbs to its malevolence. Number 7. Enter the enigmatic strychnine, a substance that could be lurking in various items we consume on a daily basis. Mainly found in the strict-nosed Nux vomica tree, it can find its way into the most unsuspecting places, from a 1-gram bag of illicit cocaine to seemingly harmless pesticides. Even our food and water sources are not immune, as contamination can occur without warning. The malevolent nature of strychnine reveals itself swiftly, as victims typically realize their peril within 15 to 60 minutes. Anxiety, muscle pain, spasms, and, at higher doses, respiratory failure and brain death manifest as the toxin takes hold. Surviving past the 12-hour mark offers a glimmer of hope, increasing your chances of living to recount the harrowing tale. A chilling account from 2016 serves as a haunting reminder of the dangers that lurk in unexpected places when a man was found dead on the desolate English moors after ingesting this treacherous substance. Number 6. Cyanide and strychnine, often compared in terms of toxicity, have earned reputations as some of the deadliest compounds known to humanity. Cyanide, in particular, boasts a sinister legacy, its lethal potential evident in countless historical accounts. This chemical compound hides in plain sight, concealing itself within plants, bacteria, fungi, and even the seeds of some fruits. The notion of death by appleseed may sound whimsical, but it's a grim reality. Consuming at least 150 crushed apple seeds, thoroughly chewed, could unleash a torrent of horrifying symptoms, including seizures, apnea, cardiac arrest, and a swift descent into the abyss of death. A chilling incident from 2012 serves as a stark reminder of cyanide's deadly efficiency, as a former millionaire Wall Street banker met his end within a mere 37 seconds after swallowing a cyanide pill in a courtroom. Though brief, his exit was anything but pleasant, serving as a sobering testament to the potency of this notorious compound. Number 5. Our adventure now takes a chilling turn as we delve into the realm of cyanide, a nerve gas initially developed in Germany as a pesticide. However, this deadly creation soon found more sinister applications as a chemical weapon, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Both the Soviet Union and the US military were complicit in the development of this deadly agent, which has claimed the lives of thousands as a military weapon. It also played a central role in the tragic events of the 1995 Tokyo subway sarin attack, where it snuffed out 12 innocent lives. Ingesting cyanide triggers a horrifying sequence of events, as watering eyes give way to violent vomiting, the excretion of various bodily fluids, and, ultimately, seizures. Death follows closely, often occurring within a mere 10 minutes, leaving little room for hope or escape. Number 4. Our next contender, ricin, takes us into the shadowy realm of deadly proteins. Extracted from the innocuous-sounding castor bean, this deadly toxin once found its way into the very heart of power, as it was discovered in President Barack Obama's mail. The unsettling truth about ricin is that extracting this toxin from the bean's pulp is not a complex task, thanks to our modern-day oracle, Google. Inhaling or ingesting an amount merely half the size of a grain of sand is sufficient to bid you farewell, plunging you into the abyss of no return. The silver lining, if one can even call it that, is that you're unlikely to fall victim to ricin unless someone harbors nefarious intentions. If ingested, symptoms make their ominous debut approximately 10 hours later, heralded by violent vomiting, debilitating diarrhea, seizures, and the eventual failure of vital organs. Number 3. Mercury, an element that occurs naturally in air, water, and soil, takes center stage as our journey progresses. However, it's the transformation of mercury into methylmercury, typically found in fish, that poses the greatest threat to humanity. Mercury's malevolence knows no bounds, as it can also lurk within various metals, presenting yet another insidious path of infiltration. Mercury's claim to infamy lies in its potency. Even minuscule amounts can prove to be lethally deceptive. In some cases, it has led to hair and teeth mysteriously falling out, akin to a scene from a surreal nightmare. In 1996, a heart-wrenching tragedy unfolded in the life of a British scientist whose family faced the brutal consequences of her accidental exposure. 2 small drops of mercury on her gloves spelled her doom, as she suffered from neurological impairment and eventually slipped into a coma. Her plight was so severe that her brain couldn't even register pain, underscoring the nightmarish nature of mercury's deadly embrace. Number 2. Brace yourself for the chilling encounter with botulotoxin, the deadliest form of this toxic substance. Carried by none other than the innocuous-looking golden poison frog, often dubbed the most poisonous animal on the planet, this seemingly harmless creature conceals a deadly secret within its vibrant skin. Also known as the golden dark frog, it carries about 1 milligram of poison, an amount potent enough to dispatch anywhere from 10 to 20 humans. However, it's essential to dispel any notion that our tiny, amiable-looking amphibian could take down an elephant. The dark frog earned its sinister name because residents of Colombia's rainforests would dip the tips of their darts into its poison for hunting and self-defense. According to native accounts, paralysis sets in so swiftly that birds plummet from the sky upon impact. The lethal dose of this merciless toxin is an astonishingly minuscule 0.0012 grams, making it a formidable contender on our list. Number 1. Botulinum toxin, the most fearsome and formidable substance in our perilous journey. This sinister toxin boasts a macabre claim to fame, having once been employed to make people appear younger through the cosmetic procedure we know as Botox. What sets this toxin apart is its sheer lethality. It surpasses even cyanide in its potency, standing a staggering 40 million times more lethal. A minuscule amount of just 80 nanograms, equivalent to a mere 2/1000th of a gram, is sufficient to extinguish a human life. The effects are as chilling as they are swift. Paralysis begins with your face, followed by your limbs, and ultimately, your respiratory organs. As we heard earlier, this deadly toxin has even infiltrated canned foods, leading to rare but fatal outbreaks of botulism. Its odorless and colorless nature means that you might only realize you're a victim when strange and debilitating symptoms start to manifest. If you ever find yourself in this dire situation, with your face freezing and your voice silenced, you must race against time and speed to a hospital. And thus our riveting journey through the top 10 deadliest substances comes to a close. Each of these substances presents its own unique brand of danger, from the insidious effects of lead poisoning to the swift and deadly embrace of botulinum toxin. We hope this adventure has both entertained and enlightened you about the perils that can lurk in the most unexpected places. Which of these deadly substances do you find the most terrifying? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling exploration, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and curious.